Good afternoon, it's Andrew O'Donnell with Supercharged Stocks. We're here closing up the end of the first day at VRIC. I'm pleased to have Amir Adnani, the chairman of gold mining.
What a day it's been.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great attendance here. And gold is probably bringing a lot of excitement to this hall, right?
I think so,
I think so, yeah.
It's that leader that's bringing everyone in together, and you're sitting on a few ounces, I think.
Well, it's amazing because, the company was formed in 2010. And so here we are, 2020, a decade worth of really building, rolling up assets, really believing in our consolidation strategy as a way of getting bigger. And so when you consider the magnitude of the size of the portfolio we've put together, to have assembled over 20 million ounces of gold, to be specific, 10.5 million ounces of measured and indicated, and 12.4 million ounces of inferred. And what we paid for everything, which was about $80 million. You do the math, it's basically the equivalent of getting resources in the ground for $4 an ounce. And you consider the fact how much it takes in time, energy, risk, and capital to go discover. Our thesis always was that it was cheaper during a cyclical low in the market to buy an already discovered resource than basically the cost of discovery from scratch. But I got to tell you, I think it's an exciting position to be in for gold mining today, to see this move in the gold price, but yet the equities are well below their 2016 mark. So arguably some good upsides for investors.
Yep.
We'll kind of try to make sense of this dislocation.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that we're in the driver's seat with the size of the portfolio that we have.
And you're well funded, and you're saying, for the generalist investor who hasn't looked at this market, this is an exceptional opportunity. You're getting a lot of ounces in the ground for pennies on the dollar. This is an incredible situation. And for most of us here who see and feel that this market is about to take off, this is an ideal stock to look at that's going to give you a multiple, certainly anything more than just gold itself. It's going to give you a big multiple because there's a lot of projects, but there's a ton of ounces safely stuck and secure at only $4 holding charge.
Well, I mean, I think the idea of the optionality model for in our business is something that has proven over many years and decades to be a great leverage way to play the commodity upcycle.
Yeah.
And I think actually we don't need to look at other examples. We can just look at our own company. Like our company in 2016, back then with a total of roughly 10 million ounces of gold, had a year when the equities in gold were rallying in 2016. We were up close to 400% that year, outperforming the GDXJ, outperforming the commodity itself in percentage gains by a wide margin. And so you look at it today, and we've more than doubled the size of our total resources in the ground, more cash on the balance sheet, no debt, and so you really, I believe, to your point, the numbers and the background and the benchmark is there to say that a highly leveraged portfolio like ours to the gold price should outperform, should do very well in an improving and rising gold price environment. Have big banks. Citi came out and basically calling for $2,000 gold. So then you start to also see the market really does seem to recognize that. I think the latest number is 11 trillion of negative yielding debt out there. All the dynamics are unusually better today to support a higher gold price than in 2016 or any previous cycle.
Yeah.
And it really does, you can also see and sense that excitement here at this conference.
Yeah, this is an exceptional story. I'm really glad that you had time to talk to me, because gold mining is definitely one to keep your eye on. It's one and if you're an analyst and you like numbers, this has all the numbers you want to see, and that's what we want to see. And it's not pie in the sky. It's numbers, it makes sense, and we can look at charts, we can look at all the data, and this stock is going to be one that you need to keep an eye on. Thank you, Amir.
Thank you.